Alright, shall we start the Spellbreaker then? Okay, we will. Spellbreaker. This class is a combination of warfare and spirit. It is very similar to Harbinger in style, and in that they both are sort of really fast killers and sort of average survivability and stuff. And they both are great dual wielders. Alright, well, let's proceed straight to the skills. First of all, here I've got Warfare, and just the same as with Harbinger, these skills are really important. You got Onslaught, Dual Wield, and Weapon Training, highly important. I mean, you don't have to sort of rush into the dual wield tree, as I said, but just get it maxed if you're going to take up dual wielding, which you should as a Spellbreaker. And obviously Onslaught and Weapon Training, that should be maxed as well. These are some other good skills, like I said with the Harbinger as well. You got just 1 point in the Battle Rage. Just need for that 50% offensive ability increase, like from time to time. You got Dodge Attack, and also Battle Standard. And something that I forgot to mention with the Harbinger as well. Battle Standard's synergy, Triumph, it's actually bugged in a game, but it gets fixed in fan patch 1.17. There are some bugged skills like that, and since it's Spellbreaker, I'll mention the second one as well, which is Ravages of Time in the Spirit Tree. That one is bugged as well in the original game, but with the fan patch they both get fixed, and so you get the exact bonuses as it says in the description. So yeah, that's once again I'll say fan patch 1.17. You can find it on the official Titan Quest forums. And it fixes a lot of bugs really. It fixes stuff like stuttering at the entrance of Tower of Judgment and Crystal Stele of Hades' Palace and many other game bugs. So yeah, you should definitely get it. But anyways, back to the build. Since you don't really have a charging move with a Spellbreaker, I think Warwind is a good move to get. Definitely get the base skill. And I usually like to, if I get it, I usually try to max it as fast as possible because, it's quite weak with just 1 or 2 points in. And Lacerate, I don't usually bother with it. I mean, if you want to increase the number of targets, you can just put 1 point in it, but the rest of the points will be extreme waste because the bleeding damage it does is really weak. Warhorn, once again, just unlike the Harbinger, you don't have Distort Reality, so Warhorn will be quite useful for Spellbreaker. It's a good sort of panic button skill. Put at least 1 point in it. Although you can also, if you have enough skill points, it's a good idea with the Spellbreaker to max it fully and get the Doomhorn as well, because Spellbreaker also has Necrosis in the Spirit, which decreases the enemy vitality resistance, and so health reduction from Doomhorn will do quite a substantial amount of damage to the enemies. So that's quite a good strategy to apply with the Spellbreaker as well. So you sort of weaken the enemies the moment you come across them, and then you can quickly finish them off with your melee weapons. Alright, let's move in to the Spirit now. First of all, the central Spirit tree for the Spellbreaker is a Death Chill Aura. You see, got great bonuses, and any enemy that comes into your vicinity is basically gonna be affected by it. So, since it's a melee class, this is highly advisable. These are some 1 point wonders I point out here. The one circled in yellow, that's Death Ward. That's it's a good 1 point to put there. Just when your health gets really low, you sort of get the instant health regeneration. The one circled in red, that's Vision of Death, another good panic button skill. So it's sort of like once you cast it on the monsters, they start panicking and running about for a few seconds, so that gives you a chance to hack at them whilst they're running about, or just give you time to drink a potion. And the one I circled in light blue, that's a Spirit Ward and Spirit Bane, both against undead. I mean, undead are really common. I mean, one of the most commonly met enemies. Anything ranging from skeletons to zombies to Lich Kings and stuff. So I think 1 point in each of those is good because it reduces the amount of damage you receive from the undead and also makes you deliver more damage to them. But yeah, don't really need to max it because it's not really that worth it. Since you're not a caster, I can say completely ignore the turn 9 attack and the Dark Covenant, because Spellbreaker doesn't really need them. You can get the pets if you want. I mean, Spellbreaker is a really powerful class, and you don't really need the Lich King. But if you have spare skill points and you feel like having a pet, just sort of support you and get attention from the bosses, you can get the Lich King. Although most people say don't get the Arcane Blast, because it sort of causes the Lich King to abandon its other good attacks and just use that. So something like that. I'm not entirely sure though. And yeah, the outside, that's a good temporary pet, quite powerful. And you can put 1 or 2 points in it if you want. Some other skills and spirits which I don't find that useful. I mean, you got the tree at the bottom there. That's a health drain attack. It's only useful sort of in the first 2-3 acts of normal, because it helps you sort of drain health from the enemies. But it's not that powerful later on. So the enslaved spirit, once again, it's quite good early game, but later on when enemies sort of get many levels above you, it sort of becomes really hard to enslave them. It just fails often. So once again, unless you're like a pet monster or something, it's not really much point. And the Circle of Power, again, it's not very strong, so I never really ever used this skill before. So yeah, that's the skills in the spirit. The attribute points, just the same with Harbin. You can see a lot in strength, quite a fair bit in dexterity, none in intelligence. The only points I got in intelligence here, that's from increasing the mastery tree. That's nothing. I didn't put any attribute points in intelligence. And yeah, put some energy as well if you feel like you're running out fast. And the secondary stats, nothing here, except just don't forget about your offensive and defensive ability, because you don't want to die too fast. And that's it. That's a Spellbreaker class, a really fun class. Just so you know, if you like Harbinger, try the Spellbreaker. If you like Spellbreaker, try Harbinger. They're probably like my favorite classes in the game. So yeah, sure what will be the next class. So we'll see. Just stay tuned.